Aloha shavers, what's up? Good morning. Today I'm going to be shaving with the Tamara Muramasa on setting 5. It says 5 there. It's kind of hard to see because I use a low quality front camera of my iPhone. And excited to give this a shave today. And this is setting 5. I got my Tamara Muramasa instructions for use here. Table of adjustments says that that is a 0.9 blade gap with a blade exposure of 0.17. That's a little bit more blade exposure than the carved D plate and around the same blade gap. I definitely feel the blade here quite a bit. Not harsh so far. It continues to be very smooth. We'll see how it goes across and against the grain. Again, these are first impressions of each of these settings. This is the Gentleman's Nod Earnest soap. And I'm getting pretty close on it if you want to see my pretty big dent of death here in the tub. Probably going to finish it off pretty soon. And if you don't know Earnest, it's got mango, citrus, and tobacco. I did see that they are reworking the scent a little bit with, they say, one of the top 5 fragrance houses in the world. I don't know who that is, but and I think I saw on their Instagram that this newer version, you can smell the tobacco more. It's really kind of like a mid-note in this, in that it kind of holds the mango and citrus together. It's not totally obvious that it's a tobacco scent the way it's currently blended, but I really, really love this scent. Really nice mango soap. There's not a ton of mango soaps out there that don't smell like straight up candy, and this is really, really nice. So if they've made it better, then that's pretty dope. That's really comfortable. This kind of feels to me like the Yates 921M H plate. Definitely some blade exposure there I'm feeling. Gotta take it easy a little bit going across the grain. Can't fly as loosely as the setting 3 and 4, but it seems pretty obvious. For a brush today, I'm using a Tony Forsyth handle. He's now stopped turning, I saw, which kind of sucks because I was really getting into watching his live streams on YouTube. They're really nice. He would have nice music playing and just turn brushes for several hours live on YouTube. And then for a knot, this is a rhodium hand-tied knot. And this is actually my wife's brush now. This is her favorite brush. I had her kind of do a shootout of various brushes, and she really likes a lot of backbone, and being kind of a hybrid bulb shape, this probably has some of the more backbone in my collection, and she really, really likes the way it feels. She likes the exfoliation, and so this she's been using Cosmic Cookies to shave with, so this kind of has a little bit of a cookie smell in the knot. And you might wonder, why would you use your wife's brush? Why wouldn't you? I tease her for having expensive taste though, because she seems to really like this hand-tied knot, and she seems to really like pretty complex scents that aren't very universally liked. No, I'm not going to spoil her preferences. I think I'm going to ask her to share them with you. Looks like I hit that ingrown I hit earlier in the week. I'll be curious to see if this setting is any more efficient than the others. The blade is definitely there and requires a little bit more caution than settings 3 and 4. Obviously, settings 3 and 4, you could pretty much just shave your hearts out and you're not gonna experience any harshness. This is very smooth and usable. However, if you take that like unwieldy approach, you might feel that it's a little harsh. You kind of have to treat it a little bit like it's a positive blade exposure razor, kind of like the Carbon or the Haircut and Shave P076. Kind of treat it with that kind of respect. And when I shave with razors like that, I don't really buff as much. So unlike settings 3 and 4, I'd say this is probably a little less buffable, just a little less buffable than those two settings. Like I'm shaving about half as much as I did yesterday. Now, if I get a close shave, that means it's way more efficient. And I did, I can just tell. So I shaved about half as much as I did with settings 3 and 4, and I got a closer shave. So I'd say it's very proportionate and honest. The amount of blade feel you feel, you're getting that much of a shave. Like it's a close shave. It's not blade feel for blade feel's sake. Like I kind of feel like the Lupos kind of feel like it's like, hey, let's have some blade feel to celebrate blade feel, but I don't really get that close of a shave unless I buff a lot. Earnest matching balm. Whereas this, as each setting went up, I had more blade feel and I also had more efficiency. So that's what I was talking about, how if I had an adjustable twist to adjust razor, not like plate adjustable, I'd want it to be dynamic and each setting to offer a unique shave. And that's exactly what's happening here with this Tamara. I got really exactly what I asked for from an adjustable. So they're the only ones doing that right now. So I think this is probably the coolest adjustable on the market. It's dynamic. You get actual difference in outcomes in your settings and not just a lowered jaw, a bigger blade gap with each setting, which is kind of what all the other ones are just able to offer right now. This one's offering a dynamic experience. What's cool is that as you go up in the settings, the base plates come in, revealing more of the blade. As you go down, the base plate sticks out more, guarding the blade more. I just think that's really cool. All right, I got some nice synthetic cooling from this Earnest balm. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for joining me. That was setting 5 on the Tamara Muramasa. Super close, super nice bladey shave. If you like bladey razors, you'd be really into this setting. I think it feels more efficient than the Nodachi. I remember the Nodachi felt like really fun blade exposure wise. Fun, I like positive blade feel razors, but I didn't feel like it was all too efficient. I got more efficiency out of this today. Looking forward to using it more in that setting. And If maybe you feel like the Nadachi is missing a little something extra, this is slightly beyond its measurements in blade gap and blade exposure. And I can tell, and it seems to really have impacted the outcome. All right, thanks for joining me. I'll see you all later. Aloha.